So the idea that we were kind of thinking about was the judge is a little bit more a refined person, so he's not going to have that kind of sweaty look that everyone else does. So that was the first time that we introduced powder to the skin. So the step-by-step process, I guess, of the products was, again, just starting with your prime look, so using the MAC white face and body all over, so any area that's going to be on show, not forgetting about the ears and the neck. So even though I used my hands the last time, I'm going to use a brush this time because it's going to be easier to get into the skin behind the facial hair. It's really important to get into the skin behind eyebrows as well. I just went straight in with eyes and started enhancing the eyes. I like to use the natural shadows that are created and the tones that are actually existing in the skin, especially around the eyes. So what I used was the MAC eyeshadow in charcoal brown, just all over the eye and underneath as well. And this is the 217. So again, it's just a soft brush. I'm just going in with a tone that's very similar to the Sculpt and Shape powders, and I'm just going to enhance the natural colour that's already in the eyes. He's going to be quite powdered and quite old looking. So most of the products I will actually use are more powder-based products. And then went in with another eyeshadow called Blackberry. So that comes down around here. So the same brush, just first of all, just underneath, and then just using that. And what I'm going to do is add a little bit of these purples to intensify that kind of deepness. What I added was a little bit of white paint stick just to kind of highlight the areas. It just becomes more like bags in the skin. And then, so what I did was break a latex sponge, just ripped it in half so it became a little bit more textured. Dip that into the red paint stick first, and then just blotted it on the cheeks and around the nose, and then just added a little bit of the purple as well, so it just gives that kind of capillary look. And then lastly went in with the white fix powder. If you didn't want the judge to become too white, then you could always just use the MAC Invisible Set Powder, which doesn't have the pigment, but it will have that kind of matte, chalky finish. And I'm just basically banging it into the skin, just forcing it in there. But I'm going to leave those cheek areas and the under eye area, just so that you get a little bit more life to it. Lastly, I think what I did was on the lips. Got my character to just punch in his lips, run over the white face and body just so he naturally forms a little bit more of an aged line. And you can go in with the other products that I use and then use the browns and the purples just to add a little bit more depth and shadow around there. As we get older, our mouth kind of tends to grow a bit downward. Then I used a clear brow set in the direction against the growth and then up. So they become a lot more textured and a lot more full. And then I also actually used a little bit of the brown paint stick just on a mascara wand and pull that through as well, just to create a little bit of a colour.